Today we have some pretty big news for Spider-Man, Daredevil and related characters, and a new update on AntMan and the Wasp Quantumania, which sounds amazing. Starting off, it's clear that Tom Holland is Spider-Man in the MCU, and pretty soon probably in Sony's universe as well. But following Spider-Man No Way Home, the actor claimed that he wanted to take a break from the role for a while. And while Marvel Studios and Sony have plans for another Spider-Man trilogy, in a new report from The Ankler, it's revealed that while plans are in motion for another Spidey trilogy starring Tom Holland, I don't believe that he's actually signed a deal yet, so those plans remain unofficial for now. I'm sure that more Spidey adventures with Tom Holland are a top priority for Sony CEO Tom Rothman and co, which is also counting on him as the anchor of its budding Uncharted franchise as well. Now it's obvious that Tom Holland will return, but it seems like the main factor behind the delay is, like always, money. We obviously don't know what he wants, but it seems like he wants the RDJ treatment and isn't negotiating. Now this could be really bad news if it's true. Once Downey got big and started asking for ridiculous sums to appear in movies, we no longer saw him in solo movies and he only appeared in team-up films. Robert Downey Jr. started only making $500,000 for Iron Man 1, but some sources claim he received up to 8% of the movie's profit on the back end, pushing his total salary up to $2 million, and it only grew from there. By Iron Man 2, his total was $10 million, and by the Avengers, he racked up $50 million total. And we of course know that for Infinity War and Endgame, he was asking for $75 million base, and he apparently got another 8% back-end deal for Endgame on top of his $75 million, which totaled another $55 million or so in profits. Now this won't be the case for Holland, as both studios obviously want another trilogy, but assuming that he's asking for something like $25 to $50 million per movie, it'll greatly affect the movie's budgets, as a large portion of it will go to paying Holland up front. And if he, like RDJ, takes a large percentage of the profits as well, it could be even worse. So we'll have to wait and see what it takes to get him to sign another deal, how many projects it'll include, and how much he ends up making per film. Because from what I found, he already made $10 million base from Spider-Man No Way Home. And that's before you even add in whatever he made extra, which is probably a lot more, since the movie is currently sitting at $1.9 billion at the box office. I really hope that he's not asking for too much, as again, it could affect the movie's budget, but at the same time, they'll probably come to a reasonable agreement as they want him for another trilogy with multiple appearances in other projects. Moving on from the Spider-Man news, we've been getting a lot of Daredevil related news recently as well, from him appearing in She-Hulk, and now it was officially revealed by The Hollywood Reporter that both Daredevil and Kingpin will appear in Echo. We've heard that Kingpin will wear an eye patch since at the end of Hawkeye, Echo shot him. But we've also heard rumors that it's possible Bullseye may return and be the show's villain. Now it's being claimed that Daredevil will be searching for an ally in Echo, and that ally is rumored to be Jessica Jones. My Time to Shine Hello chimed in on the news and said that while Jessica Jones will appear in Echo, it won't be a major role like Daredevil. Instead, it'll only be in a post-credit scene, and she may actually not even appear, but only be teased instead. She then went on to say that she wasn't trying to contradict today's report. It's all true, but it's just a tease in Echo, and she will be in Daredevil and other stuff later on. I just don't want people to be disappointed that she's not actually in Echo. She also said that Jessica Jones will return for the Daredevil Disney Plus show. So while she won't play a big role in Echo, and may only be shown or teased in the post-credit scene, she will appear in the Daredevil reboot. And lastly, according to Casey Walsh, AntMan and the Wasp Quantumania was recently tested, and the plot was exactly what he'd heard and sounded awesome. He then went on to drop a couple major plot points which are apparently in the film, including that it mainly takes place in the quantum realm, that Kang the Conqueror fights a character named Krylar, that Modok will appear, which is insane because it was rumored for a long time that Modok would be the main villain, but he seemed to have been replaced by Kang, that Cassie Lang becomes a hero, but there's still no official setup for the Young Avengers, and the ending set up another team. Now there is unfortunately no mention of the Fantastic Four, but Walsh said that it could be the road that sets them up. So let me know what you guys think about all this. What do you think of Tom Holland not signing a deal for Spider-Man 4 yet, and what do you think it'll take to get him back on board? What do you think of all the Daredevil news we've heard recently, and are you upset that Jessica Jones won't appear in Echo, or are you glad that she'll be teased and appear later on in Daredevil? And how excited are you for AntMan and the Wasp Quantumania now that you know that Kang the Conqueror will appear and have a major role, that Modok will appear as well, but also that the Fantastic Four won't be set up? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you will never miss another video. Thanks for watching, and remember to wash your hands and stay safe.